What's up, everybody? It's John and Phil from Florida Adventurers.
We have no idea where we are right now, but you're watching RevHiker Outdoors.
Yeah. Where the heck are we?
Which way's east?
I think it's this way?
That way.
Thank you so much for that video, guys, and if you want to submit your own video, you can do it via Dropbox, and I will have all that information in the description box below. I would love to have you be part of the channel. Okay, on to my shootout video, my versus video, my mini review video of the Trangia spirit burner and your typical alcohol stove made from a soda can. This one is a double wall design. I think they're the best. Anyway, for a couple years now, I've had people screaming at me to get a Trangia because they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. So to make a long story short, I've never really researched them because I was always very happy with this, and I got this design from Intense Angler, if anyone's wondering. Intense Angler has dozens of stove builds on his channel. Great guy, he got me into a lot of this stuff. Anyway, so I had this and I was like, well, there's no reason for me to do anything else because I really like this. But for Christmas, I got an Amazon gift card, so I decided to order a couple things that I had been thinking about but not pulled the trigger on. This was one of them. Now I get this thing, and right off the bat, I take it out of the box. I'm pretty excited for it, and I realize this thing is like heavy as a tank compared to my other stoves. And it really bothered me. I was like, I just paid like close to 14 bucks, 13 and change, whatever it is, for this stove because I thought it was going to be awesome. Everyone told me it was awesome, and I get this thing and it's heavy as a tank. And this thing is 3.8 ounces, which is, by the way, heavier than my MSR pocket rocket that people have chastised me numerous times. That's not an ultralight stove, you're just a wannabe. And they're running around with these things, which are heavier by nearly an ounce. This is 3 ounces, this is 3.8. So this blew my mind and it really bothered me. So I started looking at some things to put this up against this because I was super mad that I wasted my money on this stove. And I'm still mad about it. I wanted to like run this thing over in the video because it ticked me off so bad. I'm not saying it's a bad stove or that it's not functional, but it really bothered me, and here's some things why. So let's go with this. Your typical soda can double wall stove. About 8 grams, quarter of an ounce. This is a beer can stove made out of one of those aluminum beer cans, like the thicker walled ones, again made by Intense Angler. Okay. This thing is about an ounce or 28 grams or so. This is 3.8 ounces or 109 grams. And here's the killer. With these two, you do not need a pot stand. I light this. Once the flames come out of the side ports here, I set my pot directly on here. No pot stand needed, and it stays lit and it burns and it does very well. The only thing I need to bring is a piece of tin foil for a windscreen, which adds next to nothing. You have to bring that with any stove. And so these do not require pot stand. This, not only is it 3.8 ounces, but you need to either build or buy a pot stand, which adds to the weight and the cost. So I want to break this down by the numbers. Now, 8 grams, 109 grams. The Trangia is, I got it written down here, 13.6 times heavier than the soda can stove. It also is 270 times more expensive because this is 5 cents and this is, 13 and change, close to 14 bucks, depending on where you buy it. So it's 270 times more expensive. It's 13.6 times heavier. Oh, but this can simmer and you can store fuel in here. Okay, so I'm saving weight because I can store fuel in here. Well, what I store fuel in is an old 5-hour energy bottle. I have 2 of these. The three of these put together still don't come close to the weight. It's still less than half of the weight of this, and I'm carrying way more fuel in these 2 bottles. So the Trangia frustrated the snot out of me, because now I either need to build or buy a pot stand, and I know I'm not going to buy one because I'm so ticked off that I wasted my gift card on this. I don't know, this thing just totally bothered me. They made it out of what appears to be brass, which is like one of the densest, you know, it's super dense and heavy metal. That blew me away. I couldn't figure that out, and what I can't figure out is why so many people love these things. Do they work when you have a pot stand adjusted correctly to the right height and a windscreen? Yeah. Will it simmer when I tested it out? Yeah, but there's a good chance you're going to burn yourself. It's not like the greatest thing in the world. I don't know, people were talking about it like it's the holy grail of stoves. I don't find myself needing to really simmer anything. It's nice that you can use this as a snuffer, but when I carry this, I have a little tin. Where's she be? I don't know where it is, but I have a little tin. I did a video on it, and it's a tin that weighs, oh, what is it? Like less than, I think it's like a ½ ounce. It's this real small tin that just fits right over this and snuffs it out. So for much less, with the 2 fuel bottles, the windscreen, and the snuffer, I'm still less than the weight of just that stove by a long shot. So I don't know, maybe this is more of a rant video, but I'm super unhappy with the Trangia, and to all you guys who told me to buy this thing, I'm mad at you. You're clowns. You should have just made one of these, because it's a lot better. It works just as good, puts out the same amount of heat, or better in my opinion, and it weighs 13.6 times less, and it's 270 times less expensive. Now really, you can get this for free, because I know you can find a can for free somewhere just kicking around. So with a few minutes of your time, you can have a free stove that outperforms the Trangia in basically every measurable way. So not that the Trangia is a bad stove. It's good for what it is. It can simmer, and if you don't mind weight, if you don't want to build something, if you want the ability to store your fuel in here, then by all means, go get this thing. I'm just not impressed with it as far as performance versus weight. I mean, to me, it's a total lose, especially since I have to buy a pot stand. If this thing didn't require a pot stand, it would be much more favorable in my mind. But this requires something. So it's really not 13.6 times heavier. It's probably like 18 or 20 times heavier once you get the, even if you spend a bunch of money on like a Firebox Nano or, some other little fancy little pot stand and windscreen combo or something like that. It's just, to me, it's ridiculous. I can't see buying one of these if you have a pair of scissors, a measuring tape, and a marker, because that's all you need to build one of these. And maybe a razor blade. Yeah, razor blade. Anyway, guys, sorry if you felt like this was a super rant. The Trangia is a good stove as far as functionality. It works. I just think the fact that I had to pay a bunch for it, and it weighs so much more and requires a pot stand, which maybe I'm alone in this, but that's just super annoying. I hate, after being spoiled with not needing pot stands, there's no way I'm going to carry one. So this thing is probably going to sit unused unless a buddy wants to go hiking and they're unsure about gear. I could let them borrow this thing, or who knows, this might end up in a RevHiker giveaway someday, although I'd feel bad giving it to anybody because I feel like I'm ripping them off. I would rather carry my pocket rocket in a fuel canister than this, just on principle, because I'm so annoyed by it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope I didn't offend anybody who is a Trangia fanboy, because I know there's a lot of people out there that think this is great, but for me, it gets smashed when you compare it to something like this. So, anyway, guys, sorry about this. if you're a Trangia lover, but this is just my opinion. Feel free to throw a dislike down there if you want. It's okay with me. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you did enjoy this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe. If you disagree with me, if you agree with me, if you have different stoves that you think are better, or you have reasons why you think I kind of gave the Trangia a bad shake and I'm wrong on some things, please feel free to let me know, and I'll try to, maybe I'll do a second version of this video if enough people chime in and give me reasons why this is actually a good comparison to a soda can stove. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I will catch you later. God bless you as always. See you next time.